Seatbelt.
Seatbelt? You guys still use seatbelts? Just kidding, just kidding. Seatbelt is so important. Brothers and sisters, I cannot emphasize enough the importance of... Without seatbelts, what is this life anyways?
Oh, someone's door is not closed properly.
It ain't mine.
It's definitely mine.
No, we got an immaculate driver, mashallah, tabarakallah.
Well,
I should make a lot of dua. It needs a special touch. يا شيخ هاي حركات انت احلى ده. Keep going reverse.
Thank you so
لا
much.
this is gonna go. Can I ask you a question? Who designated you as a driver?
Himself.
Yani live was then you telling him tell me and your GPS and I don't know where to go. Why?
Your immediate left.
Okay. Now this one. That's the parking, man. Listen, relax, okay?
You told him immediate
chill.
left? La mashallah tabarakallah. We will make, brothers and sisters, if you never heard about this lecture, if this lecture never takes place, you know why, okay? I'm obviously with the right crew.
So how are you feeling? You good? Like, are you hungry?
Alhamdulillah, I'm good. I'm straight. Why?
I keep asking you because I'm hungry, you know?
Look, listen, man. Nothing changed. You're hungry. We know how it is. I got my snacks with me always. I never travel without my snacks, so I can survive for a while. If you're about to die, pull over. Let's eat.
No, I'm not about to die. Like, I would like to have some food before we reach campus, you know?
I can give you an unhealthy banana muffin, just to keep you cool for now.
No, I'm good. Jazakallah khair.
Chocolate muffin. I got one of each.
I'm done with sugar.
Oh, really?
No. Look at me, bro.
I'm looking at you because I'm like, that. You bluffing me, man. It looks like you only do is sugar.
No, dude. Okay, so I'm trying my best. It's just some of the things, you know, it's just too good to leave, you know.
Shaykh, listen, there's balance and moderation. I'm not telling you that you're gonna believe everything off. Trust me, I cheat every now and then, or I cheat often nowadays because I do enough work to allow you to cheat and still be alright. But are you doing all the work?
Basically, okay, yeah, just like
don't worry, I got the coolest notifications. Halal notifications. If anyone wants, call me at 0555555555. Yes.
No, I'm just saying, like, alhamdulillah, like 80% of it or 90% of the sugar intake which I used to eat in the past is gone. But some of the things, you know, like especially in Malaysia, you can't really avoid because they add all this sugar in the food prior to you actually.
They surprise you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
crazy.
right. But listen, that amount of sugar, that small amount of sugar is not the deal breaker. The issue is with the sweets that are primarily sugar.
Alhamdulillah, no more sweets. Alhamdulillah. Even, you know, once in a while.
So you're gonna tell me that you must be eating something else. If it's not sugar, then you're eating a lot of fried food. Busted.
I don't know why.
Carbs are good. Nobody, bro. You know, vegetables are carbs. We've had this discussion. Yes, man. Please don't be an ignorant.
No,
brother.
seriously.
Wallah azim, bro.
I didn't know vegetables
are carbohydrates, man.
Really?
Yes.
But they don't pack a lot more calories.
Rice, rice is carbohydrates. Potatoes are carbohydrates. Bread is carbohydrates. All types of wheat and pasta, and vegetable and fruits are considered carbohydrates. Fruits are carbohydrates. Now it's about the type of carbohydrates that you're having.
So, for those who don't know, I didn't really make it like a thing. I didn't like clarify anything. So I've known Abu Mussab since I was 2006, right? When he used to come to Yangon.
Was it? I don't keep track of years. 2006. That's a long time ago.
2006 was a long time ago.
What are we on? 2025? 2019?
Maybe if this video stays for a long time.
Are you good at math? Let me see how good you are in math. 2019, 2006. What is the difference?
Come on, man. 13 years.
I mean, you know how long you've been thinking about it? The whole time. Even when he said, come on, man, you were like double checking the number in your head to make sure that this is the right number.
Because I left Saudi, alhamdulillah. I came to Saudi in 2006. I left 2018, last year, officially. So, you know.
Oh, you're keeping track of the years. Okay. Yeah, I believe you. Tafaddal. No sugar added.
Exactly.
Maulana. Rodrigo. Here you go, boss. Bilal, oh, close enough.
Rodrigo.
There aren't any common letters between the two, are there? Oh, the I. Bilal, Rodrigo.
Tastes like someone just forgot to put the sugar.
It's sweetness, but it's not sugar. There's no actual sugar. Anyways.
So what's causing it to be sweet?
You. Woo! 1-0, brother.
Turning this car around.
It's like the Juve and Atletico Madrid. We had a crazy game yesterday. and people were in the lounge, literally screaming. I spilled coffee.
I was telling Bilal that I didn't actually start practicing Islam until it was, at the age when you're 14 years old, where everything is just super philosophical and deep.
Yeah, is it?
And Khidr Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala allowed it, that you came to Yanbur at that time. And even then you came for a few years, but it didn't really click, the message.
You were so young, bro. Wallahi, I remember. And you were so inquisitive. Like when I saw you, I'm like, all right, I should prepare myself for like 1 in a million questions.
But that's
a million and one questions.
That's like the year when I actually started practicing. I literally had
it's good, man.
pages and pages of questions. I literally would listen to your question, your lectures, and they were like MP3 back then. I was putting in my PSP, subhanAllah, that small device. Used to write them, and then when the questions came, write them up and wait for you to come. And you used to come every month. That was convenient.
Yeah.
But subhanAllah, bro, it was. I'm grateful for that epiphany moment.
Alhamdulillah, Allah's merciful.
SubhanAllah. I think the lecture that touched me was the purpose of life.
Yeah, those were standard because the back then the Da'wah Center was trying to focus on all the hospitals and Da'wah to non-Muslims. So this was part of the agenda. So that lecture I had given so many times.
SubhanAllah. So you have mastered the form.
You could say, khalas, you basically don't, you just, from off the top as they say, you just modify it according to the audience. I had so much fun though with the Young Boy Dawah Center, man. There were times when they couldn't find flights and they drove. The brother would come, drive all the way to Jeddah and drive me all the way back.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow. Long journey.
It's like 8 hours. When I started practicing, I went through this stage where I was super gung-ho, I was just like
super what?
Gung-ho, we call this, you're super aggressive and you think like, oh, alhamdulillah, we have the haqq, we have the truth, everyone's upon, bid'ah and batil and stuff. So, seeing, once you understand Islam more, I think you get more wise with the passage of time.
Wiser.
Yes. There you go. I just want to ask if for some advice for the people who are viewing these videos, how can they, if they reach, maybe they realize that they reached this point in their life where they're super aggressive or something, or maybe they don't, and they're just starting practicing. So maybe we'll shed some light on this.
Yeah, this is something I think that almost everybody falls into. I was probably the most involved with this mentality of this, as they say, holier than thou. And you get into this where you feel you appreciate what you have, but you kind of go overboard. And there's one ayah that should set the record straight. One ayah that will put anyone in his place. And as long as that person is humble and sincere inside, then the ayah will resonate and will have an impact. And if someone, wal'iyadhu billah, is in a state of arrogance and pride, then obviously no advice will be accepted. But it's the statement of Allah Azza wa Jal, كَذَلِكَ كُنْتُم مِّن قَبْلِ فَمَنَّ اللَّهُ عَلَيْكُمْ. This is how you were before. Then Allah bestowed His favors upon you. And then you have to remember, if when you were in that state of misguidance, would you have wanted someone to treat you this particular way, or be aggressive with you, or look down upon you? Obviously not. It's not going to serve the purpose, and it would have kept you further away from the deen. And so you just have to understand that people are the same. Not to say that there aren't exceptions. There will always be exceptions where you being a little aggressive, in a sense that you're trying to wake up someone, or you have such a relationship with someone where you know that you can get away with it, and then it will affect that person positively. There are exceptions, just so that the people will not always assume that you always have to be ultra gentle and so on and so forth, to the point where you become weak in situations where you need strength and resolve. Such as the Prophet ﷺ yanking the gold ring out of a Sahabi's hand and throwing it on the ground. I mean, fundamentally, if you look at the seerah of the Prophet ﷺ, that's not his approach. His approach is, a man urinates in the masjid, he has a nice gentle conversation with him. And so you would assume that for that particular man, he would come and say some soft words to him, advise him about wearing rings, and gold is impermissible, not rings, I'm sorry, gold is impermissible for male. But perhaps the relationship they had, and the iman of this man, and maybe the context allowed this kind of thing, and it was effective. It was effective to the point that the man, not only he accepted, he was told to, okay, pick up the ring and go sell it. Okay, you can't wear it anymore. It doesn't mean you can't sell it and make money. He said, I were never to pick up something the Prophet ﷺ threw on the ground. Obviously, Prophet ﷺ knew that the man could be dealt with in this manner. Sometimes you have a friend, a friend that you're close with, and you see this person tripping, and then you see them, going astray. You might have to grab him and say, hey, enough is enough already. And you knock some sense into them in this kind of serious manner, not the gentle advice. But that remains to be an exception. The fundamental way is you got to take it easy and give the people time and pave the way for them, and Allah Azza wa Jal facilitates.
With regards to enjoining the good and forbidding the evil, sometimes we see in the statement they say you should not hate the sinner, but you should hate the sin. How true is this?
That's nonsense, man. Because if you're not gonna hate the sinner, then hate the sin, then you should be in love with shaitan. Yeah, shaitan, he's don't hate him, hate his sin. Makes no sense, man. Yani someone kills your uncle, and you go on and say, listen, man, I hate that crime of killing my uncle, but as for you, man, we're homeboys, man. What's up, man? Let's have some coffee. Are you kidding me? And then if this is the case, then in Islam, the penal code for all of these crimes should be that you get the crime and you chop its hand off, or you chop, you execute the crime itself, and then the criminal should be left alone. It's nonsense, man. Now, what should be said is that you hate the criminal, you hate the sin, obviously, and you hate the sinner, but in moderation. In moderation meaning proportional to the sin. You don't go all out and take someone out of Islam, and you overdo it, you go overboard. That's what you need to keep yourself in check. But you can't say you hate the sin. The sinner has nothing to do with it. The sin doesn't commit itself independently. The sin is committed by the sinner.
No, alhamdulillah, it's interesting the fact that this is your third year here, which with me.
Third year here? Excuse me?
No, you've been here for a long time. You've been coming, repeating many times.
Third year with you being here.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, okay. Because I think we started if I'm not mistaken, it's either 2012.
2012.
Yeah, 2012.
A long time ago.
That's 7 years ago. MashaAllah. And Malaysia, man. I mean, not Malaysia. It's the brothers.
Yeah.
Because I've never gone anywhere except where you guys have taken me. Yeah. Actually, I was telling my friend who's managing this event for the S10. He's like, so where are you gonna be at?
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know. He's like, what do you mean? What do you do? I said, nothing.
Yeah.
He said, you just go to Malaysia to do what? I said, I would just stay on campus and hang out with the guys, and I don't even know. He's like, where's the campus? I said, I don't know either. Yeah. He said, man, what are you, crazy? Like, he expects me to have explored. I said, bro, look, man, if the brothers go somewhere, we go along. If not, I'm not the type who's gonna go out and explore on my own. I don't care. I don't care about countries per se. I care about the environment that the country creates. And so it's the brothers that I look forward to seeing. Obviously, they're all college students, university students. I'm an old fart, so it's nice to feel younger again. And that's it. That's just really the bottom line for me.
How old are you, by the way, if I can ask? I mean, we have some.
I mean, look, Hijri, because the default answer should be the Hijri answer.
Okay.
Because Islam is not concerned with the Gregorian calendar. Okay. With all due respect, when the Prophet ﷺ says, "Command your children to pray at the age of 7." He's referring to the Hijri year, wherein the Hijri month is either 29 or 30 days. And so we know that there's a 15-day discrepancy on average between the Hijri year and the Gregorian year. Okay. 15 days times 10 is 150 days. 150 days times 20 is 250 or more, right? So you're talking about at some point, as you grow older, you're gonna have at least a 1-year discrepancy between your Hijri age and your Gregorian age. Yeah. Especially when you're my age. So I'm born 1400 Safar, right? 1400. and we are now 1440. So Hijri, I'm 40 years old. Gregorian, I was born January 1st, 1980, and today is
1st.
Today is what? March 13th. So I'm 39 and 3 months, in a couple of months.
MashaAllah.
Yeah.
May Allah preserve you.
I mean,
Allah goodness.
yes, very good addition. MashaAllah, this is Malaysia for you. One moment you're in the heat and the sun, and the next moment you're being blessed with rain. Allahu Akbar. Allahumma sayyiban nafi'an. Do you like to stop? Bro,
What?
you have huge trust in these brakes, mashallah. Look at man, great driver. Sum billah al-azim. Look, he keeps moving. يا أخي أنت لا حول ولا قوة. Who gave you a license? No, seriously, all jokes aside, do you have a license?
Yeah, I do.
If I was authorized to strip you of this license, brother, I would.
You'd never guess where I got my license.
Oh, I would guess.
Where?
In Saudi. It's very obvious.
Bravo عليك.
Because I remember when I got mine. The guy, I guess, didn't have time. Maybe 20 seconds after driving, he said, "Yalla, yalla." I said, "What? Yalla, khalas, enough."
It was
He had that hunch that I know how to drive.
bro, it was the most boring classes. It was like 30
It
hours.
was good enough. No, but in
30
fairness to
hours.
them, it was converting from my previous license to the Saudi one. So they just wanted to. It wasn't the real deal test.
Oh, okay.
In Lebanon, that's the craziest test ever. If you pass the driving test in Lebanon, you're qualified to fly a plane.
MashaAllah.
In my opinion. Because they give you this old raggedy Jeep. Alright? Bro, the cars are stopping, I swear.
What?
Bro, you can't, this is rain.
Relax, relax.
I'm trying to relax, man, but you know, I don't know if you have ABS on this car. You can step on the brake and keep sliding for like 2 days. Skidding. Anyways, I'm just skidding. What was I saying? So they put you in this Jeep, alright?
Yeah.
And it's manual. You can't be taking no automatic cars for the driving test. And they put you on a hill. On a hill. And you're supposed to go up the hill while being there in the middle without allowing the car to go back even a centimeter. If the car goes back a centimeter, if you roll back just for a little bit, you fail the test. So you have to have the ability to balance the clutch and the gas for you to go from zero to acceleration without the car rolling. This is besides all the impossible parkings that you're supposed to park the car like this and like that, and in a very, very tight space. All right,
We're back.
we're back. Look at the difference in quality, man. I swear to God, like that.
Yo, you
man,
got-
please, man. Samsung, thank you so much. I know. Look, see, evil eye. This is how these guys are so upset that we're so much better that they can't even look at this, man. Back to our topic. The difference in quality is evident. I feel, by the way, the only camera, front-facing camera in the world that records 4K. Did you know that?
Can you please tell me you're not recording in 4K?
I'm recording in 4K.
Oh no, it's gonna be a pain to edit.
Okay, fine. I'll fix it for you.
I can downgrade. Is this the?
I can downgrade you, brother. Who do you think this is? 1:1 here. This is the lowest resolution.
2 minutes?
All right. Are we in business? Yes.
Don't tell me you went to the lowest resolution.
I did, bro. Listen, man. Listen, man. That's
Okay,
like,
okay,
like you're
like-
more particular than women, man. What do you think this is?
720 or 1080? 720 or 1080? Don't go like 144.
No, that's not 144. We don't even have 144 in our cameras, man. This is for Miskeen HTCs and iPhones.
Okay.
We don't have that low quality.
This is gonna be hilarious to edit.
We have this on our low-end phones.
This is 720p or
This is inshallah 720p.
It doesn't look like 720. It's square.
You're square. Don't you ever say square about our phone, please.
It's 1-to-1 ratio, bro. This looks like you're recording for Instagram.
Okay, fine.
Bilal, can you please help him? Subhanallah.
What do you mean help me? I don't need help here. We want full HD or 16:9?
16:9, but change the resolution to 1080p or
I can't. Right?
But this is a
How beautiful this is.
Bro,
not me.
that's the beauty
video.
filter.
Wallah
That's the-
al-azim.
that's the-
Wallah, please look at the
that's the-
different. What is this
bro.
phone?
Listen, that's the.
This is
listen.
Abu Kalb, they call it in Saudi, man. The father of a dog phone. This is mashallah,
This
tabarakallah.
phone is 500 ringgits, okay?
The
And you-
500 ringgits is too much for this phone. This phone is 2 ringgits worth. They ripped you off for the
it has-
498.
it has certain- Bro, you're just looking at yourself because through the beauty filter, whatever. Where's
No, the
original?
beautification is not on. No, this is the original.
You're that beautiful, mashallah?
I'm not beautiful, alhamdulillah. I'm wajdi. And secondly, the beautification mode is in the picture taking. Yes, you can enhance it and make your eyes bigger and your lips smushier and mess up with your nostrils and what have you. But we don't have that right now. Taking pure video with pure quality. We don't even have it on the highest resolution.
I really.
You think I'm going around launching the S10 for no good reason, brother? You know how many things are a first on any smartphone in the world in this S10?
So I have another 2 years here, inshallah. And then, inshallah, if I do get accepted in Medina, I might go to Saudi. But 2 years is a long time.
Tamam.
Unless you have any better alternative.
I'm not really. Oh, be careful. There could be anything under this puddle. Alhamdulillah. Okay, the roads are not that bad. Ay. May Allah make it easy for you wherever you go.
Ameen.
Inshallah, Medina would work out.
But definitely getting married soon, inshallah. Just have to find a sister.
That is the most nonsensical thing I've ever heard.
It's like
I thought you had like 3-4 sisters in mind, and then now it's just a matter of now you
Most
still have to find a
definitely.
sister. But
actually one sister actually asked, "Are you married?" And maybe I can answer at this point. I'm not married, alhamdulillah.
a sister asked you if you're married.
Yeah,
Oh wow. In which context?
she just commented on one of my videos. Assalamu alaikum.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, it's like, "Are you married? Are you still pursuing to go to Medina?" I don't want to embarrass the sister.
You already did.
I probably did already. But at the end of the day, it's the reality. I'm not married. Looking for someone. Currently in the process.
Imagine if it was a service sister, and your answer say no. Say Alhamdulillah, inshallah you'll never get married. Ah!
That would be so
Say,
sad.
that would be like, okay, you'll be like shattered, man.
I'll be shattered.
You probably stop doing vlogs and you go live in a shack on your
I'll
own
just
and
make those primitive videos,
I'm
where I'm
just
just
joking,
to go.
Are you ready? This looking for someone is
Okay,
should it be?
maybe let's talk about that.
It's financial readiness and stability. If these two are ready, then the rest is easy. Sometimes you find the right person, but you don't have the means to get married yet, so it just becomes this ongoing agony and trying to. It's just too difficult.
Okay.
So if we found you right now the most ideal sister in the world, she presented herself.
Okay.
Would you be able to get married next week financially and live on your own or take care of her? That's what you got to think about. Everything else is manageable.
Let's say, for example, if I really need to get married, okay,
Yes.
I would find the means for it, definitely, right? And I would find a way that would facilitate the process, even if I don't.
Sheikh, Anta, you're living in a cartoon world. There's
What?
no such thing as I would find and I would this.
It's either I have it or don't.
Exactly, man. It's about
Wait,
it's
question,
about
question, yeah.
money. Hey, well, go ahead.
Okay. Because, bro, I am super confused with regards to this. Some people are saying, definitely money, right? But I say, no, you have to have the trust upon Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that, I don't know. Can you please, I'm coming with an empty cup, huh? Where's my cup? It's not empty, it's full of coffee.
Yeah.
Empty cup. Give me advice on this. My question will be, okay, I want to get married, okay? I don't necessarily have stable needs, meaning that I don't have a fixed income coming in from work.
Bro, look, it's about because if you're married or if you have a wife, you don't want to put her in a predicament where 1 month you have some money and the next month when
Right.
you don't have a steady source of income, you don't want to bring someone into your
Life.
into your struggle per se. Okay, now it could be that you're ready, and then you marry someone, and then Allah decrees that you wind up struggle, so she's struggling, so she's patient and she hangs in with you, that's one thing. But to enter into this thing on those terms is not ideal. There are exceptions to the rule, but you know, the woman eventually, when you marry a woman, you're marrying her family as well. So if she's cool with being not taken care of financially, maybe her family members are gonna come and stick up for her and say, hey man, what are you doing? So you have a lot of things to be mindful of, and you need to be able to provide her with accommodation, and you need to be able to feed her and clothe her. That's it. You don't have to, you don't have to be a millionaire, and you don't have to spend so much money, but those are the things that you should be able to provide consistently. If you don't have the means to provide those consistently, then it's a gamble.
Okay.
It's a gamble. And so
So I have a question.
Yeah.
A situation that that's most common for students. Okay, so let's say that I'm going to marry a sister who she has another year or 2 years for study. Okay, and I'm going to have another year or 2 years for study. Okay, so if I came to a midway point, if I said to the parents, I said, this is how I am. My current situation is like this. Your daughter's current situation is like this. If we didn't get married, you would still be taking care of your daughter.
Okay.
Okay. So the only things have changed is the fact that we're now both married. Okay. So I'm not saying that I'm going to use, I'm not going to be taking care of her financially. It's just that financial burden, most of it will be taken care by her parents until I find a way to get stable income.
If the parents are cool with that, then you don't have a problem.
Okay.
Obviously, this all depends on the wali of the woman. If they like you and they're willing to, stand by your side and be patient, and they're not tripping that she's gonna stay under their roof and that they're gonna feed her and do all this until you're able to, she's cool with it, family's cool with it, problem solved. But if they're not cool with it, then you don't have a way out, and that's just too flimsy. It's just too flimsy. You also want to have stability, bro.
But stability is, it's relative, isn't it?
Of course it's relative, but there's a bare minimum. There's a bare minimum stability that is the right of the woman, and if we're unable to provide it, it becomes grounds for her to ask for divorce. Believe it or not. And so while and not every marriage is going to be a Romeo and Juliet, and not everything is going to be based on love. And so because of love, all types of sacrifices are made. Some women are just reasonable. They want to get married. They want to have a decent life. Of course, they have feelings for their husband, but it's not like he's her, what do they call him? Shining armor knight, whatever, knight armor shining batikha chicken. He's not that for them. And so if he doesn't do his job, it's gonna be like, hey, forget you, So that's a reality. And that Islam identifies that if a man is not able to provide for his wife, then this is grounds for her to ask for divorce. And so you don't want to enter this situation where you're getting married and then you find yourself without marriage anymore because of that lack of preparation. Yeah. Tawakkul, reliance upon Allah, means you tie the camel and then you rely upon Allah. That's both things. So yes, you put your trust in Allah that Allah will provide you, but then you have to have a plan in order for that risk to come about. You're not gonna go to sleep and wake up and find money under the pillow because Allah promised you risk because you're getting married. And so we're talking about the presence of a plan. If the plan is there and the rest is upon the tawfiq and facilitation of Allah, then you put your trust in Allah that Allah will facilitate. But there has to be a plan. You can't just enter into this haphazardly and in a chaotic sense, and then just say Allah promised that He will provide, so it's all gonna happen. If this were the case, then there wouldn't be any failed marriages, and there wouldn't be any situations where a marriage ended because the husband wasn't able to look after his wife. How would you understand the reality on the ground that even though Allah promised that Allah will provide, that some they don't have rizq? So it's not black and white like this. There's a lot of gray areas. There are a lot of other factors involved in this. So yeah, man.
So any final words before we end this thing? This car ride podcast?
Is it me or is the car on second gear? Oh, you're an amazing driver, brother. MashaAllah, tabarakallah. It's obvious that you have skills that are beyond the average human being. Where am I staying, by the way?
Okay, you are on manual mode.
Really?
Just slide it.
How do I do that?
It's like you just slide it on the right.
Bro, I didn't know that.
No,
This
mashallah.
car is too much for me, man.
Yeah, it is too much for you.
I'm like, you know,
I
used
agree.
to driving just a normal.
And I used to skateboards and bikes, just admit it. A car was never in the equation. Where am I staying? In one of the guest houses?
Yeah.
Alhamdulillah.
Okay, alhamdulillah, that's the end for this car ride. Jazakallah khair.
Hayakallah, mister.
I'd like to do more videos with you soon, inshallah.
Inshallah.
And did you drink my coffee?
No, Habibi, you lost it. Or you gave it to the brother. Open the trunk for him, please.
How do I open the trunk?
You lost your coffee?
It was here, right?
Bro, that's mine. You,
No, I gave it to him.
MashaAllah.
I gave it to him.
Oh, impressive.
Okay.
Never seen someone who buys يعني والله العظيم والله يعني قسما بالله شيخ. Last time, remember last time we did this, it was raining.
Yeah.
And I ran and left the door open.
Yes, you did.
I apologize. That was a mistake.
Alhamdulillah, that was the first time I actually did something like so long and extended. So I hope you guys enjoyed that, and we'll see you guys in the next one, inshallah ta'ala. Who's coming up behind me? Hey Ahmed. Let's see what the shabab are doing. Assalamu alaikum. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah.
He doesn't want to film you.
Are you filming me up here? It was. Assalamu alaikum. Back to the big camera. You can't bully me with my Miskeen phone anymore.